Veil. And in a matchup that is a little unusual, I feel like you don't see this very often. We've got Etalus versus Shovel Knight, which is a really interesting one to talk about, because Etalus obviously being pretty heavy character, and Shovel Knight kind of, he has the tool set to really bully some of these heavies once he does get in. So it's going to be really interesting to see how June utilizes that in her game plan, if she's got what the neutral it takes to beat out the bear on the ground and really show him what for.
So yeah, Shovel Knight can use Etalus as a living piñata, so this could be very interesting. So
Yeah.
let's see what can do. What can do Blob to counterpick that? And excellent, the icicles to the fur, almost killing June. Now June, excellent, returning to the stage with that up B, punching in the face that beer, and now almost dying. And well, again, this does not look like we got SD from June, and now Blob with the advantage, trying to get the combo over June. Excellent with the neutralers, and well, he's not living piñata right now, so we good.
Yeah, we're kind of seeing right now what you need to be afraid of if you're June, though, because she SD'd right after what was like a pretty close stock. But Etalus is the kind of character that runs away with that momentum like crazy, especially if he manages to get her off stage and find some armor now. Like, we're looking at an Etalus that may not die until like 200%, and June might even be losing her second stock in a moment here. It's already at 100%, a Dacus is really going to end that quick. Yep, there's the armor pull, so now we've got a lot more survivability for Blop here. He's coming back, smart to not throw out the icicles so that he doesn't get parried, but going to catch that Nair on the landing, and we're finally getting another stock for June here.
Unfortunately, June with a very high percentage, so Blob can't take the stock. With them confirmed like that, icicles to the fur, and now June in the last stock. In Blob looks very confident right now. But now here comes the piñata, and excellent up tilts by June, the downer, and almost taking the advantage with that armor, and trying to parry the down B, but getting freeze by that. Now in a very with 3 number percentage, so now June is in trouble again. Icicles to fur, almost taking the stock, and she's in an edgeguard situation. Blob looks very confident again, getting freezed by the down B and almost taking with that Dacus, but trying to parry the side B, and now is a matter of time after Blob taking the stock. At least almost June made a comeback, you know.
No comeback for her, unfortunately. I think a lot of what went wrong there was on the way that June was really trying to box the Etalus on the ground, right? Where we have, and which is also why I think Jules Veil maybe would have been something I banned if I were June. Because leaving the Etalus a flat stage where he can just do whatever he wants on the ground and you're kind of forced to fight him there is really, really hard to deal with. So I like this counter pick of Troupple Pond a lot more. Because you have a lot more plat. You have more plats to work with. It's going to be a lot easier to have neutral against Etalus other than just, I'm going to fight you on the ground where you're the best, right?
So yeah, this looks like a very good counter pick by June, almost being the counter pick with the stage of his character, so she can use this in his favor, and it looks like she's struggling a little bit because Blob taking the percentage advantage right now, and the parry to that excellent F smash. And the backer after that icicles almost getting June in a edgeguard situation. Now she's on the center of the stage and almost dying by that. A fair excellent DI by June. Now June trying to approach that beer, and Blob is playing very solid right now.
He is. I think what he's doing the best is he's definitely exploiting some of these really linear recoveries that June is going for. Like you see right there, she keeps using anchor into air dodge anchor every single time, and Blop is just waiting for it on the stage because he knows that she has to land with that really laggy option, right? And the way that June is going to be able to get around that is by using the helicopter jump more with her up air, but we just haven't really seen it yet. It's going to be a matter of how well can Blop keep these edge guards going until she starts to adapt a little more.
June surviving in a very, very, very high percentage. And now, excellent up tilt to upper, almost taking the stock from a block. And now she's trying to get that off smash, but excellent by Blob, just waiting and getting that fair. Now the armor is on stage, and June, excellent the parry, the off smash, but oh well. Look like Blob are gonna survive that, but at the end no. But hits with the not with the strong part of the up strong.
Yeah, sending her sending him for a bit of a loop with the one that's gonna hit off the side. But when you're at that high percent, it's gonna work eventually, right? And now we're back to a pretty even game. The thing about this matchup is, despite how solid Blop's edge guards have been, it took him so long to actually find a kill, even though I feel like he's winning neutral most of the time and getting really strong tech chases. I think he just needs to be willing to like whiff punish a little more with stuff like Dacus. That's what's really going to be able to net him these kills, because we have June at this percent. See that he does it exactly what I'm talking about. So that was perfect.
So yeah, now again Blob with the advantage, and here comes the dunk, but no, getting a lot of damage on June. Now June trying to get an entrance on that beer, and now Blob is playing very, very solid right now. Now Blob with armor, this could be very dangerous because he now can enter more in the June combos and both in similar percentage. Here comes the dunk, and yeah, what a good string by Blob, taking the advantage on this game count 2-0. So this could be very dangerous for June if she don't do something quickly.
We're getting a character swap too. She is switching from the Shovel Knight to Pomme, which is an interesting combo of characters for sure. I feel like with the Pomme, we're gonna see a whole lot more like note camping, especially in the air, because you do not want to tussle with the bear on the ground. You're not gonna have an easy time. Especially with a character like Pomme, who's gonna get blown up as soon as she gets touched.
Yep. We are seeing a more aggressive June, but at the end, Blob is still winning the neutral, and the interactions getting on his favor now with the percentage advantage, and almost getting that string of two first by June. Now excellent the chain of backers, but Blob trying to punish that with the up smash, and June surviving that. Now dying by that fair. I think she's not expecting going that angle, so bad. Yeah.
She forgot how small the vertical blast zone is on the stage, right? Because you're a pretty light character. You're holding in to make sure you don't get sent all the way off by Etalus fair. But the stage, the top blast zone was so small that it just sent her right off the top because of the DIN. And now she was able to find the stock back, but we're already at that kind of really dangerous, like 80-ish% where Dacus is just going to straight up kill her. So she needs to be really careful with where she's positioning.
Yeah, look, Blob didn't let June returning to the stage, almost taking 10 seconds in that HR situation. Now June trying to repeat that and end the stock from Blob. For Blob returning to the center without problems, and that Dacus to end the stock from June. Now June is in, that could be his last stock, her last stock of the tournament. So she needs to be very careful right now.
Yeah, it's looking a little bit tough, but she's got an opportunity here to even up the game. She just needs to find this last fair. That parry could be big, opting for the F strong though. That's not going to kill. Dash attack, going to lead into the up air. We're finally finding that kill, and we're back to a dead even percent. But she's still staying so grounded and kind of letting Blop just beat her out with these really patient dash attack, wave dash back approaches, and especially getting beaten out by Nares a lot. She's off stage. She's going to eat a lot of damage from icicles. Never mind. And just to sneak her way right back on. Great parry. Ooh.
Well, now Blop excellent with that that up B, almost killing June. Now June she's in an edge guard situation and end that stuck with that icicles to fair. Blob very dominant with that 3-0 over June, and June getting a 5th place in this invitational bracket. So, well, congrats to Blob.
Yeah, she just had a bit of a hard time